Hello everybody, Sinister here, and welcome to something that I've decided to do for the community. Welcome to the guide for The Void Rain Upon Her Heart by Monster. Very simple to the point. I'm going to show you what the monster's attack are by levels, see what they improve upon, and then I'm going to go with each of the 4 characters that are playable, not really unlocked, but playable in this game currently. I will show you each of their levels, how they would fight. Now you'll notice that I will be lumping her heart and defect together because they have the exact same shot type. There will be some times that I will not show twin heart because in quick play I don't want to take the score penalty, but her fight's pretty much what you'll see in the following level. And Devil is who she is. So without much to talk about, we will go into the very first monster. So I do apologize if things are a little bit sketchy here. I'm going to do the best I can to give you this guide as best as I can, okay? So, let's do this. First off, we're going to go with the Shambles Clan's Scrambla. This is her level 1 fight. Now, at the beginning of the fight, she doesn't do anything at her level 1. She tries to chase you. And that's pretty much her strategy. She's going to try to give you a hug. So basically put, to love her, you're gonna have to shoot her. Now, mind you, this is just her level 1 fight. She doesn't really close the gap very fast. She's not very strong. And you can easily pummel her with damage. About 15%, and at regular intervals, she'll start throwing out 2 different types of ads, as we're gonna call them. This one is her eye ad. She will throw, that ad will basically throw a laser at you. So there's Scramble's eye ad, and around 35% you'll see the next one. Bingo. That will be her maw ad. The maw ad will do a hexagonal, a hex shot, which is a 6-way shot that potentially gets harder to dodge as it gets further out. So it's easy to dodge up close. At about 60%, she'll throw out another ad. Now, what ad she throws out is at random, but this time I got them all. So again, she still will continue to try to chase you, but at the same time, the ads kind of make it a little bit harder for you to kind of escape. The next ad drop will drop around 80%. At 80%, she drops the last ad. She dropped me an eye this time, so more lasers. Other than that, the level 1 fight's pretty academic at this point, so that's level 1. Scramble level 2 is a little bit interesting. Again, she'll still try to give you a hug, but the first ad actually comes out at 10% rather than 15%. This is going to be this is going to be a growing trend with Scrambla. Scrambla does move just a tad bit faster and has a bit more health, but other than that, her next ad comes out just before she hits the 30% mark. Again, she doesn't really change up from ads really. So you just basically deal with either her eye ad or the maw ad. So there's not really much change there. Now her maw ad does add 1 more bullet on the front or back end, but I haven't really paid attention. And close to 50% she'll throw out the next ad, so around 45% expect the next ad to hit. Again, she tries to close you in, and she actually does a very good job for characters who can't really mow her down fast. Basically, her heart has that problem, and about 65% is her next one. And just a little over 80%, the last ad, her next ad comes in. And I believe she throws in 1 more ad as well, around the 90 percentile, but nope, not really, my bad. So around 80% she does this. And that's level 2 for you. Scramble level 3 is one interesting beast here. For starters, she'll put out her first ad at 5%, and usually it's a maw, but again, usually it's a coin flip sometimes. You'll also notice that the maws actually fire a little bit faster now, so the maws will fire a little bit faster in this fight. Around 20%, another ad will add in. Also, Scrambler does make an effort to try to juke your efforts to try to pin her in, but that'll be shown more when we talk about Devil and Twin Heart, when we talk about their respective fights at this level. Just below under 40%, you'll see another ad. And you'll see another ad just at 55%. So that's another ad right there. Don't get complacent and thinking this is just the same fight here. She does have some she does have a little bit of a sneaky sneak coming up. I like sneaky sneak. And just before 70%, she does that. Or above 70, and there's the 80 percentile. So yeah, her little sneak is that she'll try to throw in 2 ads around 75 and 85% respectively. So if you're not getting rid of those ads, they can come at you, and she likes to throw one of each at that point. But that's level 3 Scrambler right there. Scramble level 4 brings one nasty surprise at the start. She throws out an eye. She'll more likely throw out an eye right from the start, so you don't even have. She doesn't even waste any time here. Also, her eye adds something pretty nasty to her attack. She now tries to track that eye, so her eye ad will try to track you down, and now you're at max speed on all of her movements, all of the shots by the maws, and the laser likes to shoot pretty fast. Again, they're still rotated on an integral of every 15%, so her first ad will come out on 10, but then after that another 15%. And again, like her level 3, near the end, she'll try to throw 2 at once at you to try to trap you in. This time around, though, Scrambler is very persistent. Like, before she was a little bit shy, now she is rather aggressive at the level 4 fight. Don't take this fight for granted, because you might get caught out there, as since it is a level 4 fight, she can actually be an opening act in heavy rain difficulties. So if you get caught out there, you can see an early run just go by the wayside. She's still considered easy, but at level 4 and you're unarmed, outside of your regular shots, yeah, it does become a thing. But other than that though, that's level 4 in a nutshell. As I promised you, here's the level 1 fight for her heart. Now, we're doing this in quick play, so I am afforded, and yeah, I'm showing the difference between each of them. You'll see that the level 1 fight, Twin Heart's kind of overpowered, so you will see a score reduction there. So if you're trying to speedrun it, you'll never see a level 1 Twin Heart Scrambler fight, or any level 1 for that matter. So with oh yeah, also her base fear is 1100, so 1.33 times that is going to be 1466. I pick up the spicy fruit because I'm going to be charged shot in this fight here. Now, Scramble level 1 with either defect or her heart pretty much plays out similarly. So you notice that I am controlling the ads, trying to get rid of the ads fast, but you'll also notice that I am trying to control where Scramble is at. If you're going to try to get the platinum, the radiant star here, which is the highest rating here, you're going to have to do one of two things. Either you're going to have a really good charge shot to do this in, or you're going to have to keep her under control. Right now this was a bad attempt, but this is typically what you would see if you're just charge shotting with her heart or defect. A lot of charge shots, a lot of things going on here. You can easily, if you're looking for speed and not caring for the radiant heart, yeah, you can easily get away with that. And again, defect and her heart pretty much plays about the same. Now, mind you, Twin Heart, again, score penalty, so we're not doing all that. Now, when we look at the Devil has an interesting mechanic. The Devil, the less she moves, the better her shot speed is at. And this is going to be very important when dealing with Scrambler, because you can bully Scrambler by just staying still and then just moving to get the ads. Since this is level 1, Scrambler is not going to be very convinced to try to move at you. Also, the shots are slow, and the length of the shots from her maw ads are not very scary, so you can pretty much keep her on the ropes and just do this all day. That's basically level 1. That's basically the level 1 fight from 2 different angles here. Now, the Scramble level 2 fight's a little bit different. The Scramble level 2 fight's gonna be a little bit more intense. So here, I'm gonna show you a method I've done here. I'm not gonna go charge shots here. Instead, I'm gonna go with crack heart, and then I'm gonna go get the heart element heat coil. Now, you gotta unlock this through story mode, but this is something I would do, what I would normally do. So, as you can see, I'm showing that off. And this is how I would fight her at the level 2 stage. Now, this is the non-charge variant. Now, you'll notice that she's going to try to juke you slightly, but she's a lot easier to contain at this level. Now, level 3 and level 4, not so much. Nowhere near as much. What you want to do if you're going to be using non-charge shots is you want to either keep her up or down. Like, you want to control her screen presence. And what I'm doing right here is I pinned her down without going center mass so she can juke, and then just went after her from there. Now, mind you, the ads are going to start getting a little bit problematic. So, again, level 2's maw ads are not really fast, but they do add a little bit of length. So that could be a thing that you gotta keep your eyes peeled for. So that's level 2 uncharged. Yes, it is substantially slower, but it still gets the job done. Now, what I'm going to demonstrate here is the charge variant. Still very good. Don't get it twisted. It's still very good. But for me, it's not something I would like to do against Scrambla. Now, this changes from monster to monster, but level 2 Scrambla, charge shot's a little bit harder to maintain because she actually can get out a lot faster on here. Where you losing control against Scrambler, you make up in damage. So you're looking to try to do quick damage and still try to contain her as best as you can. Now you notice that I'm trying to weave in between her and one of the ads. This is not something I would advise anybody on doing. This is a risky playstyle that I'm normally able to do. Now, more often than not, you'll see me get burned by this in other playthroughs. But for this particular battle, yeah, it did not burn me. I will tell you that it will come back to bite me come levels 3 and 4 battles with her heart. So, you now notice that we're done with that. We're going to move on to Twin Heart. Now notice, Twin Heart doesn't get any special treatment here, except the privilege of using her. Twin Heart can literally lock down Scrambla no problem, and the ads are not even a thing. Because of how the feather shots act, they are short range, but they're like shotgun blasts. They're really, really strong, and it's very good for pinning her down. At level 2, she really can't get out of here. It's basically jailing Scrambla. Bada bing, bada boom. 26.200. Now, when you're trying to speed run it, the easiest way to go about that is you always add a 0 on the last 2 digits. So, that's the milliseconds. Now, Devil, we're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going to do it from a much further distance. So, we're going to put out the, Star Shower. So, I'm going to do a double Star Shower. So, with double Star Shower, you're going to see how this turns out. Now, the one thing about Star Shower is that with both minimum and maximum at 3, I can keep her pinned in without the need of having damage. Sometimes it's a lot faster to have more bullets than to have stronger bullets. And in this case, I'm jailing her all the same and keeping a safe enough distance. Now mind you, this will not be the case in many other battles, but this is definitely the most efficient way to deal with her with the Devil without having to go charge shots crazy. So that's level 2 fights. Now we move on to level 3, and as you all can see, the level 3 fight is very interesting. Now, I didn't show it right here, but the level 3 fight, we're going to actually switch the mode here. We're going to still do the same thing like we did before, but you're going to see a little bit of a difference here from the Charge Shot variant and the Stream Heart variant. The Stream Heart variant, you'll see her try to come out a little bit more. You're going to see her try to move faster and try to juke. Also, the shots on the maws are extended a little bit harder, so it's a little bit harder for me to dodge from that position there. Also, it's a lot harder to keep her back without having a great amount of shot speed. So add that with trying to sneak in. It becomes a very hectic fight at the beginner level. Now, it's still free if you're familiar with the game or familiar with shmups in general, but it does take a little bit more effort to get the Radiant Heart here, because it's incredibly difficult to be dancing around this. Now, if you're trying to, now you see here, you see one of the big problems with trying to squeeze in with this one. Now with charge attacks, I wouldn't have had that problem, but when you're seeing it with stream, it's very difficult to do that because you have to focus. On the flip side, I could have just had Flame Hearts from the start and called that a day. But we're gonna go and add a panic here. Now, normally I don't like panicking because it's kind of like an oh shit I done fucked up moment, or oh shit it's getting too hectic here. But in this particular case, I'm gonna go and literally try this again with the charge shot. So I end up equipping the spicy fruit, and here we go. The Scramble level 3 fight with a panic makes it a little bit easier to deal with. So again, it's still the same fight, she's still trying to come through, but now I'm able to mitigate some of the problem right there while it's not getting out of control. It's still a very hectic fight, but now it's not as bad. Though, if you can't get around, I shouldn't have went up there. Yeah. One thing I will tell you is I make mistakes in this fight here, and you will lose combo if you're not careful. If you're not careful, you will lose combo. You will experience lots and lots of pain. So, in my opinion, this is a much harder fight with Twin Heart, with her heart and Defect. Now, with Twin Heart, the fight is pretty similar to her level 2 fight with Twin Heart. The only difference is that you're going to see near the end. So, as you all can see, she still bullies Scrambla, but Scrambla is going to try to fight her way out now. She's going to try to wiggle her way out of being jailed. So unlike the level 2 variant, she does try to wiggle her way out. And this is the thing that you have to put into consideration. Right there. I didn't get to kill that ad, so I got caught blindsided. So you have to keep a little bit of a distance on the level 3 fight with Twin Heart, because she will undercut a shot and catch you from below. Or above, depending on where she's located. So that kind of cost me the Radiant Heart, but it didn't matter. Now, again, we're going to go and keep her locked down with double star shots. So plus three min and max stars. Now, mind you, she's going to be a little bit tankier than before, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get rid of her. But because the devil has her natural weakness in fire, it's very easy to deal with her. A rule of thumb to remember in the guide is that I'm always going to try to equip the weakness element, so that way you don't have any problems, so that way there's no confusions. And I also will show the weakness as well. Here, this fight's going to be a little bit harder because, again, you see Scrambler trying to be uncooperative. Luckily enough, as long as you don't move too much with the devil, you can actually still jail her, or at least repel her while you get rid of the ads. And it's very easy to get the Radiant right there. Bam. That's level 3. Alright, now that you're about to see that, you're going to catch the level 4. Now, with the level 4 fight, this is going to be a little bit more polarizing. With her heart and with Defect, I'm going to show the charge shot method here. And you see from the start that eye comes out. But here, I'm playing with Pile of Hearts, so I don't really care about the weakness here, as I'm more opposed to getting the overall damage that Pile of Hearts bring. Now, with Pile of Hearts, if you're doing it on quick play, it makes this fight very, very easy. So her level 4 fight actually becomes a lot easier than her level 3 fight with her heart and Defect. Now, mind you, I didn't kill the ads to get the Radiant Heart score, but it's stupid easy to get sub 30 when you have that. Now on the flip side, yes, there is an argument that I could have used the twin shot method here, but at the time I was trying to show off other ways to fight her. Here we're gonna go and figure out with Twin Heart. We're gonna actually go into a cutter level 4. So I'm gonna equip the cutter, and here we go. This fight gets nasty if you're not careful. Luckily enough, Twin Heart's damage from up close is stupid strong, and even with that, Scrambla can't really bully, but you see her trying to do her best. Pretty much, if you're using Twin Heart, it's free. It's as free as you're going to get with this fight, at least for level 4s. This is a rather free fight. It's not anything to get out of shape for, and bada bing, bada boom, bam, you're done. Level 4 out of the way, and Twin Heart actually makes that pretty easy because, again, you get to bully her to the point where she can't get to you. Finally, we're gonna go to the Devil. So the Devil has a unique way about this. First and foremost, we're gonna go with the crying effect here because we're going to be doing a lot of focusing, and then we're going to go back to getting a star shower, the star shower. So we're losing 1.5 stars minute max, but in return we're going to get 28 while focusing. We're going to get a 28% damage boost with one panic, which comes in handy right there. Having that one panic and being able to push her back ultimately makes this a relatively easy fight. But she is the hardest level 4 Scrambler fight. She has it the hardest because you have to really pin her down. Now mind you, I took a hit, but at the point I was already like 95%, so I was still able to mitigate the damage and still do a lot more with it. I would like to first apologize for the sudden cut in the video. I do go on to speak about how to read radiated hearts, the initial fear of the monster, and all that other admin stuff that doesn't really pertain to the guide. So I am stopping the video here and putting this insert here. In the future, you're going to see me literally do that at the end, show the monsters and their base damage and weakness at the beginning of the video, prior to me doing the lowest level of each of the monsters. I do want to apologize in advance for the sudden cut in the video, but I do ramble a lot longer than I wanted to. So I just want to put that out there. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I am looking forward to doing more, and I am going to try to complete the guide, hopefully by this time next year. But editing work does take some time. I do have other things going on, so the guide will go as I get done with each of the monsters. Also, I will try to do my very best to show as best I can all the monsters, in between speedrunning it and everything else. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, refer this to your friends. Other than that, I am Sinister. Thank you for watching the video. I hope this guide has been at least something informative, and don't be afraid to see if I missed anything at the bottom or in the comment section. As long as it's constructive and something I kind of missed, I'll do an addendum video to the guide showing where I might have missed something. But other than that, it's basic, it's to the point, it's trying to be clean. Thank you for watching. Enjoy yourself.